is Emily Johnson. This is my husband, Robin. And these are our children, Aaron, Lachlan, and Jake. We're here to tell you about our new product called Flipoutz. It all started 3 years ago on a long car trip. You know how kids get on a long car trip. And in an effort to promote a little peace in the back seat, I challenged the kids to come up with their version of the perfect toy or game. And this is what resulted from that discussion.
The kids' company is called Flipoutz, and they are seeking a $100,000 investment in exchange for a 20% equity stake in the company.
Hi guys, I'm Lachlan, and I'm going to introduce you to the next big thing for kids of all ages, Flipoutz. Flipoutz is a silicone bracelet that holds 5 personalized coins that kids wear, trade, and then track online at the Flipoutz website.
Thank you, Lachlan.
You are welcome. I'm Erin Johnson, and my contribution to the project was a little more artistic with the notion of self-expression. Each coin has its own customized artwork or positive message that's meant to represent who you are or your interests or hobbies or traits. And then on the back of each coin is a 10-digit code that allows kids to track their coin online as it gets traded around the world. I'm Jake.
Oh, wow.
I wanted a toy that had a gaming or trading aspect, and we accomplished this with the Flipoutz website. The Flipoutz website, Web 2.0 community, where kids can create a profile page, blog, chat with friends, give and receive status updates, but most importantly, name, describe, and track your coins online.
How old are you, Jake?
I am 11.
And I'm amazed that you were able to do anything with your sister, because I have 2 daughters and they can't get along for more than...
Oh, we have our moments.
Do you have any sales today?
Oh, yes. Well, in the past 6 months, we've only been selling for 6 months, but we've made almost $20,000.
You've sold 20.
Sold
Sold.
$20,000.
And where did you sell it?
Mainly off of the website, but we're also partnered.
Well, that's so right there. Ding, ding, ding. That's awesome. Like, shout out to them back in like 2011, building a website and then getting people traffic to that website and then capitalizing on $20,000 of the sales. That is absolutely awesome.
With a sales business representative and a souvenir distributing company who puts it in, theme parks, aquariums, zoos. Hopefully, we'll be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame very soon.
So what does it cost to make these, and what do they sell for?
The bracelet and 1 coin we can make for 69 cents. The bracelet retail is $4.99.
Nice.
Well, I think the real competition today is those bands that you buy, the kind
Silly
of
bands.
Silly bands. My kids
Silly.
go nuts for those.
This is the next silly band. Big silly bands.
Can you explain to me?
So I still don't. I never understood the idea of the silly bands, other than that it's a shape and then you put it around. I don't know. I never understood it, but I like the idea. I think it's pretty forward thinking and very. It's like very simplistic with the band on the wrist, and then gets very complicated with the whole introducing of the website and the collection and tracking where where your coins are going. Though it does get into possibly some privacy issues that could arise. But
Why would a kid trade the coin? Does it become personalized in some sense?
Yes, the coin has the code on the back, which on the website you can enter that code and that coin will pop up. Now you can personalize the coin, write something about it, and then once you trade the coin, that person.
So I just want to point out here, somebody, the dad is like doing the money hands, and the mom is got the nervousness hand. So it's like two different energies going on right there. He's right in between.
That person is going to get that message first, and then they can write something about it, and they can write something.
So you really create like a history with each coin.
Correct. Right.
Yeah.
Are people following this now online?
Yes, absolutely.
And how did you get those people to find it online?
We gave it to our whole school, which we go to a very small school. Yeah. But we also live in a college town. The college kids love it. So.
How much money have you spent up until this point?
Well, obviously, really, we haven't spent anything, but our parents' money. Our parents have invested about $250,000 in this so far.
Oh, whoa, $250,000. That's tough. And it's not surprising, right? When you start talking about like the molds, I don't know what the bands is, and I thought maybe I could pull out the bands, but when you start talking about the molds and the coins and the back end of like tracking and building the website and getting SEO traffic to the website, that's a big bet on a novelty thing that, it does sound like an idea that you would hear from these big companies, the big toy companies. Hopefully maybe Kevin will dial in a
$50,000 in this so far.
Wow.
Wow.
So, Ron, where'd the money go?
Website development was expensive, and patent attorneys were expensive.
This is the first time we've ever had children in the Shark Tank.
And smart ones at that.
Let's talk to the parents for a second. You've spent $250,000. That's serious money. How would you know this would be successful? I mean, this is really a tchotchke. That's what it is.
There's nothing else like it. The tracking and trading is what we have a patent pending on the tracking trading process.
Well, that's pretty cool.
So that's the key. It's not necessarily the bracelet and the coins.
What-
We can put the code on anything to track and trade anything, and we're the only ones that can do that.
So, can you expand on that a little bit? You can track and trade anything related to kids?
Anything, any tchotchke. It doesn't have to be one
tracking.
big. That's a very valuable patent. We're talking.
Would
That's
put
why
that on baseball cards if they were serious?
I think the patent could be worth money or maybe nothing at all. But I think the proof is in the application of the patent. And I don't believe this is the right application because I think this is an enormous marketing play that's going to take a ton of money, more money than you're going to be willing to give. I'm out.
Yeah, I mean, the patent probably is worth a lot more than the tchotchke, bracelet for the kids and the coins for the kids. That says a lot about I don't know. Like, I don't know if they got the patent, but if they got the patent, like, that's a big deal. Like, that's like a big, like, Nintendo kind of licensing deal, the Pokemon cards and things of that nature. Like, that could be absolutely huge.
Hey, Jake, you remind me of myself. I was a young entrepreneur just like yourself, and I'd like to commend the whole family for this enterprise. But 100,000, I don't think that's enough. I think it's too risky for me, so I'm out.
It is. It's probably not enough
Can I add
money
one thing?
to really light the fire and get it going.
We had interest from another company who wants to make, we don't have the purchase order in hand,
we're in the process of closing this purchase order.
25 million coins and 2 to 3 million bracelets.
Who's going to pay for that inventory?
They're going to pay for the 30% of it up front.
Definitely seems like both of them got
They're gonna pay for-
that nervous energy and money hands is not is
The
not
30% of it up
getting
front.
them through.
I would come in for $100,000 for 33% because I think that what you need is the expertise to help navigate all this as well as do some production yourself.
Any partner has to have massive distribution so you can put it everywhere. Damon has some of that distribution. I don't know, though, if it's the right kind of distribution.
Yeah, but it's really not your business unless you're going to give them an offer.
So I mean, it does drop their valuation down to $330,000 from the $500,000 that they were looking for. Not the end of the world, but it depends. It depends on if they get that patent. How much is that patent really worth, and where can they run? Who can they license it to? Because that's really, at the end of the day, like, that's the big play.
I have an offer on the table, 33%, $100,000 contingent on the patent.
We're a team, and we'd really like to see a team here too.
Oh, you
that's
like
possible.
more than one shark? Well, I could go in with Robert on this thing and blow Damon out. We don't need him. What do you think? I don't even know if it's going to work.
We're
That's
gonna
the
make it
problem.
work.
It's
It's
got a
a
little
patent.
devil on my shoulder
We're
saying,
gonna
do the
make
deal,
it-
do the deal. The other one says, what are you, nuts? Besides being Mr. Wonderful, I'm also Mr. Toy. I sold my...
Well, it's not nuts. If you go in 100,000, so you're giving up 50,000. You take 33% total. So a little 18% or whatever it is, 16%. Math. We all know math here is not my strong suit. So 16.5%, I guess. But you do that and you have a piece of something, a piece of a patent, maybe contingent on that patent, you might have something huge, and having Robert in the deal would be huge on the tech side.
The company to Mattel for over $4 billion. I know those guys. You want to go 50-50 and get rid of Damon?
I'll go in with you.
Okay, let's go to the same percentage.
But 2 sharks.
2 sharks. You get 2.
Same amount of money?
Same amount of money, and then you don't have to deal with Damon, which is always...
Problem is my $100,000 now only wants 25%.
Yeah, but I wouldn't. It's not.
Listen, would you excuse us for a moment? Take the family outside.
All right, come on.
That is never a good thing.
All right, I think what we're going to do here is the 3 of us are going to go on a deal.
I want part of it.
Yeah.
I think he asked for a little more money.
Although, you don't want to blow it completely. We got 3 sharks on board.
Well, that's true.
Well, if they pull the offer off the table,
Yeah,
them mad.
then you just blew it
Sharks
off.
do bite.
This is stressful.
it's your future. I'm not gonna tell you what do y'all want to do.
All right, so
Like your family, we've come together on this because it's better to be friends than enemies. In the end, it's all about money. That's how life is, unfortunately. But once you embrace that truth, wonderful things can happen. So here is the offer. 3 of us are going to come in on this deal. Damon, myself, Robert. We're going to give you $100,000 for 33% of this company. We think it's a crapshoot. We don't know what's going to happen, but we think the real value is in the patent. And in that area, we're great partners because we've all worked in that space. What do you say?
I mean, you'd be pretty.
I think we've all agreed that we're gonna look for a little more money.
Robert?
Love it. Well, and it's probably honestly they probably need more money, but I don't know that they. I don't know if that's a good
have
idea.
joined together to offer the Johnson family
But at least he's trying.
$100,000 for 33% of their
Some
company.
dings for trying.
What do you say?
I think we've all agreed that we're gonna look for a little more money.
Wow. Kevin,
Yeah.
hang on. Did you feel that? All the love and the feel-goodness just got sucked out. It's the evil face of greed that just came in.
That is really something.
What's the counter, Jake?
150 for 33. $150,000.
You know, Jake, you're not putting enough value in what we bring to the table, just their own experience. Do you have anybody else you know that sold a $4 billion asset to a toy company? I don't think so.
So, Kevin, I hate to admit it, but I've learned something. I've learned that you are right. I thought there was a feel-good love moment here, but guess what?
You know the cold,
Maybe
hard
it
reality
really
of life?
is. It's all about what?
Money.
Yeah,
Here's what-
but here's the better question. What do you need the money for? Like, where's the money going to go? Is it going into development of the site? Is it going like where's or is it just so that you can get a portion of your 250
we're doing.
back?
We are standing up for the business,
This
and we're
business isn't worth the money you're asking for. I was willing to take a leap of faith with you because
I'm
I
going to
thought it was
step
a
out.
team.
I'm stepping out.
So I don't want to negotiate with you. We made an offer, so I'm going to step out on your counter.
Now you kids are seeing what life is really like, and this is an important lesson for you. In the end, it's only about the money all of the time. Never forget that. If you consider our original offer, which was 3 sharks, $100,000 with the contingency you clear that patent. This is our last offer. We're not changing it. Take it or leave it.
They're lucky to have it back on the table as it is.
what you gonna do?
We are so
Taking it.
We're taking it.
All right.
Thank you.
That's great.
Thank you so
That's great.
much.
That's great.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Really, whose idea was it to come back to counter? Because you know you came that close, my friend, to not getting a deal.
Yeah, over $50,000, which at the end of the day is not a big, it's not going to rock the boat for the amount of money they're going to wind up needing if they can scale this business upwards
Good job, guys.
like
The kid
that.
is a rock star.
Woo! All right, so let's see where they have ended up today. It seems to me like the story. Let's see, they got $100,000 for 33%, and they eventually were acquired. Apparently, they got into Toys R Us, and it also says Hallmark Retail, which they're closing the Hallmark store near us now. If that tells you anything, and Toys R Us, well, we all know how that ended. So. Looks like they sold Flipoutz to Wild Craze Inc. in 2013 for an undisclosed amount. The Johnson siblings are now working on a new startup, BX Up, which apparently not. When was this written? 2017. That's hey, things come and go quickly, right? When we're coming up with ideas and that kind of stuff. And any opportunity that you can. Hey, there's Warren Buffett. How about that? Taking selfies with Warren Buffett. Love it. Let's see. In 2018, the site was down, and they said that I think I saw somewhere that it was selling still on Amazon, but now it is no longer selling on Amazon. And that's how it goes sometimes. Just like how I'm going to ask you to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm so we can get this video in front of more entrepreneurs' faces, their eyeballs, and their minds so that we can help them not make the same mistakes that some people here in the Shark Tank, here on The Profit, here on Bar Rescue make. If you wanna get at me at Super Joe Pardo on all social media. If you want to learn how you can work with me on growing your business's profit, go to superjoepardo.com. I will see you all in the next video. Take care.